Oh boy, I'm so anxious to tell you the story on this record right here. Steve Perry from his first album, solo album, Steve Perry, A Journey, some classic blue-eyed soul singing on this record, Street Talk. Boy, that's some powerful vocals. Steve Perry, although to be honest, I never was a real big Journey fan, but still appreciate those uh, the vocal versatility. I'm trying to think of the right word. I can't. I can think of the right word, but I can't pronounce it. Well, anyway, just a fabulous vocalist, just blue-eyed soul, man. Almost approaching Otis Redding at times on this record, but not quite. I mean, Otis Redding. I mean, it's like MC Hammer's once sang and once rapped, "You can't touch this." But anyway, Steve Perry really hitting those high notes on that record. Uh, oh, Sherrie at number 4, down from number 2 on my fancy playlist. Oh my goodness! Remember watching the video on Night Tracks, and I tell you, Night Tracks, they whipped that thing in at hot rotation, heavy rotation. I'm telling you, Steve Perry, and his first big solo hit, "Oh Sherrie." Now there's a whole bunch. Oh God, he arrayed some. He didn't waste any time on this thing. He didn't waste any talent. He used some major talent on this album. Now he wrote this song with 3 other guys: Craig Cramp, Bill Cuomo, and Randy Goodwin. Now, before I get into this, how the song was written, Craig Cramp and Bill Cuomo, they played on this record. Cuomo, he played the keyboard. He played the signature keyboard riff on this record, and Bill Cuomo, he also played the signature, yes, the scintillating signature keyboard on Betty Davis Eyes by Kim Carnes. Craig Cramp played drums on Betty Davis Eyes. Craig Cramp. So here they are. They're teaming back together on this record with Steve Perry. Now, initially, this started off a songwriting session uh, between Steve Perry, Craig Cramp, and Bill Cuomo. They started at midnight. Nothing to work with. They just got started, just fooling around. And by the way, this song is about Sherrie Swafford. He was going out with a woman named Sherrie Swafford, who she later became a yoga instructor, an animal lover, very private person, understandably enough. She got some celebrity wattage out of this song a little bit. She was in the video too, Sherrie Swafford. Now Sherrie Swafford, she was there during the songwriting session, but she got tired. She went to bed, and these 3 guys, they were working on this song until 5 o'clock in the morning. And the line, oh Sherrie, just came out. And hold on, it came out during this session. And the chorus, they came up with a chorus. And by the end of the session, at 5 o'clock in the morning, they had what you call a scratch tape. Basically, the chorus was there, but no lyrics. Just in the first, it was more like just nonsense words, just vowels and la da 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 da. You know, just that la da da. Just no, just nonsense. Just mumbles, just mumbling and it just. Well, anyway, so no lyrics. Now, if I got this story right, I've arrayed this story from about 2 or 3 sources. Steve Perry gave the scratch tape to a songwriter, a Nashville songwriter named Randy Goodwin. Randy Goodwin. Randy Goodwin, he listened to the scratch tape that these other songwriters with Steve Perry, they arrayed, they put together, and he built the lyrics around the relationship between Steve Perry and his girlfriend, Sherrie Swafford. He liked some of the high notes and some of the files that was on the scratch tape. He highlighted that, and he came up with the lyrics. He got back together with Steve Perry, and they tweaked some lyrics together and came out with "Oh Sherrie." Now I got to mention something about Randy Goodwin. Randy Goodwin. He was surprised that Steve Perry had actually asked him to work on this album with him. Why are you asking me, man? You're a rock and roller, Steve Perry. You're in a rock and roll band. You see, Randy Goodwin, He wrote some laid-back songs, but massive hits in the late 70s. He wrote with Brent Maher. He wrote Bluer Than Blue. Remember that by, who was that? Was it Michael Johnson? I believe it was Michael Johnson. I should remember. I should know that. That was back in the summer of 1978, and he wrote. Randy Goodwin. Remember that song by Gene Cotton? Came out in 1978, Before My Heart Finds Out. Yes, Gene Cotton came out with some of these laid-back songs back in the late 70s. So he wrote that one. He wrote Broken Hearted Me by Anne Murray, Randy Goodwin, and he wrote You Needed Me. Oh, that was his first hit that he wrote, You Needed Me. So understandably enough, he's puzzled as to why Steve Perry asked him to write on this album, because he came out, and not only that, with Brent Maher, Randy Goodwin, he wrote, remember that song by Dottie West and Kenny Rogers? God, I love that song back in the spring of 1981. What are we doing in love? What are we doing in a place like this? A massive country and a pop hit. But Randy Goodwin, he figured that Steve Perry, well, he must have liked Bluer Than Blue and You Needed Me. And Steve Perry, well, he knew talent when he saw it, regardless of what kind of music or whatever they've written in the past. This guy, they were writing a ballad anyway. Well, anyway, we got a winning team. Randy Goodwin, he played when he was moved to Nashville. He played in the studio with the likes of Jerry Reed and Chet Atkins. Who else did he play with? There was another God dog, and I can't remember that guy's name that he played with. Well, the bottom line is, the guy was major talent. That's the bottom line. And Steve Perry, boy, he arrayed himself a constellation of major players, not known to the general public. Behind the scenes, they're like, yeah, man, this guy did this, this guy did that. So I guess that's it. Doggone it, that's it. Boy, isn't that something? Got some of these, well, anyway, I'm done. Steve Perry, Oh Sherrie at number 4 on my fantasy playlist, June 4th, 1984.